Let's talk about the brand first. King's Motorcycle Fairings is an e-commerce brand specializing in aftermarket motorcycle fairings and complete fairing kits for sports bike models such as Ninja, ZX Series, GSXR and CBR. The company focuses on OEM fitment, quality, custom paint options, competitive pricing and worldwide shipping. The niche is highly competitive in terms of digital marketing, which is dominated by marketplaces and established aftermarket retailers. Now, what the client wanted: stronger organic visibility, higher rankings for model-specific keywords, more e-commerce sales from SEO, better technical SEO health, stronger authority in the motorcycle fairings niche, and sustainable long-term growth. And our SEO strategy? Execution. Instead of focusing only on rankings, we executed a full spectrum SEO strategy covering technical, on-page SEO, content optimization, off-page SEO, and of course AI optimization. The objectives was pretty clear: improve organic traffic, keyword rankings, and generating leads through structured SEO implementation. Of course, it took us about 6 months, and the scope of work was technical SEO fixes, on-page optimization, content optimization and AMP, creation of off-page link building, and performance tracking and AMP. Initially, the website condition based on our audit was from Google Search Console and analytics data: low keyword visibility, poor internal linking, missing meta titles and AMP, descriptions, slow page loading speed, no structured schema implementation, low referring domains, and unoptimized blog content. So here's what we did in terms of technical SEO implementation. Complete website audit, Ahrefs crawl analysis, identified 404 errors, fixed broken internal links, removed redirect chains, and resolved duplicate content issues. Then we focused on page speed optimization. We compressed images, enabled browser caching, minified CSS and AMP, JS reduced unused scripts, and improved core web vitals. Growing your online footfall in an industry that is full of competitive players never comes from an effort of 1 or 2 months. It requires full analysis, expert advice, and continuous dedication. Even the world-class products get stuck in the digital dead zone, and coming out of it through organic means requires surgical, intensive care. This is the story of one of our clients who worked in the business of motorcycle fairings. It is an e-commerce powerhouse specializing in aftermarket fairings for Ninja, CBR, and ZX series bikes, but they weren't always a powerhouse. Just 6 months ago, they were invisible to customers that mattered for their business. But barely 6 months in, with consistent efforts, high quality edits, and strategic overhaul, their organic sessions grew by almost 141%. Total purchases have doubled, and all this was achieved without a single dollar spent on running ads. Hi, my name is Gary and I'm the CEO of Softtrix with 17 plus years of experience. I've witnessed every algorithm change, redefining the world of digital marketing. The problem for this client of ours began when they realized that despite having a high quality product, their organic visibility was pretty low. Upon third-party auditing, they realized their site speed was lagging and their website was buried on the page 2 of Google. This cost them not only their customers but also the market share. And in the highly competitive automotive niche, being on page 2 of Google isn't just low visibility, it's losing money to the competitors every single day. After a little research, they knew that they were lacking in many domains. They needed a stronger organic visibility, higher rankings, more e-commerce sales, better technical SEO health, stronger authority in the motorcycle fairing niche, and sustainable long-term growth. So they researched for the best SEO providers and digital marketers, and that's how they found us. When they first contacted and gave us access to their website, we didn't just look at the rankings. We did a deep issue audit. And guess what we found? Their site was suffering from technical issues like 404 errors and broken internal links, search visibility issues, duplicate product descriptions, confusing indexing bots, and low authority due to weak backlinks and unoptimized content. The website was seemingly under-optimized for the mobile users who wanted motorcycle fairings. There were no FAQ schemas, unclear meta titles, and unoptimized content meant Google didn't know how to rank them. They were fighting against giant marketplaces for model-specific keywords. Their need wasn't only a tweak, they needed a full-spectrum SEO engine. And we knew we had to face many challenges, including making space in a highly competitive automotive niche where large businesses were ranking for core terms. There were duplicate product descriptions, crawl inefficiencies from variants, and algorithm ups and downs that we had to face constantly. So we gathered our experts and bifurcated the tasks at hand. Our mission was to transform the site in a phased manner from moderate player to a scalable growth engine. We decided that we would work in 3 phases. In phase 1, we did something called as crawl analysis, which in simple terms means building the foundation. We fixed the 404s, compressed every image, and implemented advanced schema. This made FAQs, organizations, and breadcrumbs pop in the search results. Phase 2 focused on authority building. Here, we organized and built topic clusters and high-quality guest posts from niche-relevant websites to boost their domain authority. Phase 3 was optimizing for the future. With our services, we didn't just want to optimize for the present. Hence, we future-proofed the site for AI-driven search, targeting conversational queries and intent layer content. These 3 phases basically worked on 5 different pillars of action. The first pillar was about working on technical and core web vitals, where the crawl budget was optimized at its best, speed issues were solved, and schema content was deployed. Pillars 2 and 3 were all about architecture and intent setting. Here, clean keyword-focused URLs replaced overcrowded ones. The silo structure was also improved, which linked parent categories to specific model pages. Even the headings were optimized to prevent content cannibalization, and lastly, each fairing had a product description that detailed specs and fitment data to satisfy commercial intent. The fourth pillar worked towards setting off-page authority. Our tactics here were to build niche-relevant guest posts on automotive enthusiast sites, improve brand signals with forum engagements and profile backlinks, and of course, improve domain authority against the marketplace competitors. Lastly, the fifth pillar was dedicated to AI search optimization, where we formatted content in clear H2, H3 lists for easy bot parsing. Added FAQ schema with direct answers to how to install queries, and lastly, improved semantic clarity with natural language optimization for AI visibility. It took us about 6 months of working, but for this client, the numbers began moving, and soon we saw that the average rankings jumped from 12.4 to a dominant 7.8, solidly on page 1 of Google. Total sessions skyrocketed by 141%, jumping from 139,000 to over 336,000. Even the organic engagement sessions grew by 158% to 61.7K. People weren't just clicking, they were actually staying on the site. And the ultimate metric, sales, well, that grew as well. Total purchases doubled, increased by almost 101%, and we did all this with zero paid traffic. This is 100% SEO-driven growth. Their best 2 products saw growth of over 2x, and brand-based search was also increased by 285 clicks and high recall. Our client is now a dominant force in this niche. We took the technical depth that was holding them back and turned it into a machine that prints money. Here is a 6-month report overview that shows the transformed business reality for this motorcycle fairings business. They transitioned from moderate visibility to a scalable, revenue-generating organic engine. The infrastructure is now built for the long-term dominance. If your business also has the product and you have the drive, think about why you don't have the visibility. One last thing I would like to say, don't stay stuck on page 2. Let's build your organic engine today. Click the link below and contact us for your custom SEO audit. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.